So, where am I today? Last week I was at the ambulance house, which is where I got to help and serve for Servant Sunday. It was a wonderful space to be. So here I am, and you'll just have to figure out where it is. This past weekend we read from Matthew 25, starting in verse 31, and I'm just going to read for a little while here. When the Son of Man comes in his glory and all the angels with him, then he will sit on the throne of his glory. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate people one from another, as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. And he will put the sheep at his right hand and the goats at the left. Then the king will say to those at his right hand, "Come, you that are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. I was naked, and you gave me clothing. I was sick, and you took care of me. I was in prison, and you visited me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when was it that we saw you hungry and gave you food, or thirsty and gave you something to drink? And when was it that we saw you a stranger and welcomed you, or naked and gave you clothing? And when was it that we saw you sick or in prison and visited you?" And the king will answer them, "Truly I tell you, just as you did it to one of the least of these, you are members of my family, you did it to me." So anyways, it continues on, and it says, those on the left hand, he says the opposite thing. When I was hungry, you didn't give me something to eat, etc., etc. And so our call is to serve, friends. Our call is to continue to love those around us, just as God has loved us and served us through the hands and feet of Christ around us. So here we're imagining and dreaming and praying about what that means for us next. We've gone outside the walls to serve in our community. We've gone to Virginia to serve in the state. And now here we are going beyond. We're looking at a possibility of partnering with a church in Romania that's bringing light into the darkness. So pray for us as we seek that out. And go, be sure to be the hands and feet, welcome the stranger, feed the hungry. How is it that we can do that as a community, and how is it that we can do it as individuals? Go in the name of God the Father, the Son Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. Go with it.